Assalamu alaikum students. This is the first poem of metric class, and the poem is Voice of God. These are the notes. You have to copy it down in your literature copies. Okay. Central idea, first heading. In this poem, Louis I. Newman says that once he wanted to hear the voice of God, so he climbed to the top of the steeple of a church. But God declared that he lives among the people and ordered the poet to go down. In this poem, the poet wants to say that God is pleased with those who love and serve the creature of God. Now come to the question and answers. Question number 1. Why did the poet climb the steeple? And the answer is, the poet climbed the steeple, the topmost steeple, because he wanted to hear the voice of God. Full stop. He must have heard that God lives in the heaven above. So he thought that the church building would be an ideal place. Full stop. Question number 2. Why did God tell him to go down again? And the answer is, God ordered the poet to go down again because he lives among the people. Full stop. It is true that God is present everywhere in nature. The right way to communicate with God is to develop the supreme virtues of God, that is pity, peace, mercy, and love. Moreover, God is omnipresent. Now, question number 3. What message do we get from this poem? Question mark. Answer is, this poem gives us the message of God that He is present everywhere, so we can find Him anytime. The poem also tells us that God is very close to the people and lives in their hearts. Full stop. Question number 4. What type of poem is this? And the answer is, this is a religious poem deeply based on supreme virtues of life such as pity, peace, and love, close relationship between God and those who obey His commands. Full stop. Next, question number 5. Who has written this poem? What does the poet want us to do? And the answer is, the poem Voice of God has been written by Louis I. Newman. Full stop. The poet wants us to love and take care of each other. Full stop. We must look for God within the human in order to close to God. One should be close to his fellow men. Now this should be in inverted commas. Service to man is to service to God. Now come to the fill in the blanks or objectives. Number 1 is, this poem has been written by blank is Louis I. Newman. Number 2. God blank is declared that He dwell among the people. Number 3. To dwell means to blank is live. Number 4. The word steeple means the tower. Number 5. I dwell among the people. Here I stands for God. Now come to reference to contest. I sought to hear the voice of God and climb the topmost steeple. In reference to contest, student, we are having 3 questions at least, and it will consist of 6 marks, or it will come in exam. So each question consists of 2 marks. Okay. Now over here, question number 1 is, what is the message of the poem for the given text? So you should write the name of the poem, The Voice of God. Question number 2, who had written this poem? So our answer is, this poem had been written by Louis I. Newman, full stop. Question number 3, where did he climb? And the answer is, he climbed the topmost steeple, full stop. So student, what you have to do, you have to complete this work in your literature register or in your literature copies. Okay student, you have to complete this work. This is my first notes given to metric class. Copied it down properly, like the sequential order should be maintained. Okay. First of all, central idea, then questions. These are 5 questions, and then the fill in the blanks, and then the reference to contest. Thank you beta. Allah Hafiz.